Hi, today we are going to talk about layers. Layers are located on the right top corner. These are your layers. And then you have as many layers as you want. In mode 3, you'll have 10 layers. Mode 2, you'll have 10 layers. Mode 1, you'll have 10 layers. And layers are basically to divide up your whole project into different section parts. Because if you put everything and work in one layer, it's very difficult to select or transform anything or size anything because it impacts the whole object. So in order to work with the layer, you also have the numeric numbers on your keyboard, like 1, you can see the 2, and then 3, 4, 5, it goes up to 10. So I can create something in layer 1. Say I create a box, and then I place it right here. You can use this grid as a guide because it shows you where it is located. Press spacebar. Then I can go to layer 2, but I don't see layer 1. So if I want to place something, I need to see the underneath. So you can hold Shift, Alt or Shift Option and press 1, and you can see the what's underneath. And then you can take a sphere and then raise it up and place it where I want it. You can zoom out and see where it is located. Once I'm happy with it, press spacebar. Now you can see 1 and 2. If you want to see both as 1 and 2, you can hold Shift and click on 1 and 2. You can see them both. 3 is empty. So if I want to see what is underneath the 3, I can hold Shift, Alt or Shift Option and press 1 and 2 and then draw the third one. Say I want to create something like this, and I want to place it on top. Press T to move it, and you can go to modify. If I want to size it, make it smaller. T again to move it. So now you can see that once I place it properly, I have 3 objects. If I want to see, hold Shift 1, 2, 3, and you can see that the 3 objects are there. Same way in the layer, you can click on top. If you click on the top side of it, it gives you the whole view. So if I click on top, hold Shift, and then click again on top, in the layer area, I can select from, oops, it's very cumbersome over here. It's kind of tricky. So the best way to do is go to the layer. There's a layer palette. You can place it anywhere you want. So I place it here. So if you select over here front and back, this is F and B, front and back. So I can click on here, and you can see that the back is showing. I can hold Shift and click on it. So you can see that this one is selected, and it's kind of a little tricky. So you can go to an empty layer and hold Shift and click on. So I can click on an empty layer and then hold Shift, and I can click and I can put everything at the back and go to the empty layer, and then probably what I can do is go to create capsules. So I can go in and create a capsule and place it on top. So remember that you have to actually click on an empty layer and then click on these so you can see all of them. If you click on an active layer, you will see the other ones which are not active. So that layer is active, the other ones are hidden. So remember that whatever active you want, and then you click on these, it will show you what is underneath. So layer is kind of, you have to play around with this to really see what you can, which layer you want to see. So I can go to one and then hold shift and add the other layer beneath it. Then I can go to an empty layer, and then if I want to see all of them, then I can do that and then create in the empty layer. So, or an active layer. So I can go in here, then I can create something else. And you have to look at it from all sides. You just can't look at it from one side and understand whether it is centered or not. So again, remember that if I click on all that, then all your layers are active. Press spacebar and you can see that all the layers are active. If I go to an empty layer, say this is empty, then I can click over here and see what's underneath. And then I can create that layer, whatever object I want. You can also go to an active layer and then click over here. And then it will show you what is underneath all the layer. So layer is very, very important. You'll be working with layers a lot. And remember that the underneath side is the black kind of outline, and the active layer is always full. Same way, 1, 2, 3, 4 on your numeric pad gives you the active layer. If you want to see underneath, you press Shift and Alt or Shift and Option, and then you can click on all the layers. I can create one active and one hidden. So you can see the hidden and active layers. Hope that helps. Thank you.